Hi, I'm Lisa Martin with Pampered Chef, and welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my channel. Make sure you like and share and subscribe to my channel. I'm actually getting some interaction from y'all too, and I thank you for. So one day we're going to have a Q&A day, question and answer, because you've asked me some questions, and I'm really excited about it. You're helping me get my channel off to a good start. But what I did is I was wanting to make some kale chips. In fact, I saw them today at Aldi's or someplace, and you can get like a small bag about this size, but there's only about this much in them. I think they were like under $4. I got this big bag yesterday at Walmart for under $2. And I can make a lot of kale chips. But now how do you make them? Well, Pampered Chef has this V-shaped baking pans. You can make taco shells with these, all kinds of things. Well, and you can make pepperoni chips. But today I'm going to use them. They come in a set of 2, and I'm going to use them to make some kale chips instead of paying all that money for just a few of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the butter, and I'm going to just use it to so that they won't stick. I'll just do that. This right here saves you a lot of money. And see, what I like too is that they come in a box, they come in a bag, they come bagged up real nice, and of course they come with instructions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this big bag. Now I did order these, and I got these today too. And what these are is these are measuring spoons. But this is tablespoon. This starts from 1 teaspoon all the way down to a tablespoon. You just keep moving it up. You only need 1 for the whole thing. And then this starts with a teaspoon and goes all the way to an 1/8. And you just keep moving it down for as far as you need. I am so excited about these. You know that when you're cooking, you have to have measuring spoons and cups. So I'm really, really excited about these. And here's my cooking scissors, or my kitchen scissors, that they still have. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the top off of these. They're already cut up into chips. So I'm cutting the bag. And kale, this is like 9 carbs for 2.5 cups. I really don't think I'm going to eat 2.5 cups of this. But you also have 2 grams of fiber, so it's actually 7. But like I say, 2.5 cups of this is a lot. That is 5. There's 5 of those, 5 servings in here. So I don't think I'm going to eat 1/5 of this bag. So you've got a lot that you can. But what I'm going to do, you can watch me. I'm trying to do better because I've noticed on some of my videos that you're looking at the back of me, and that's not good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them on here, try to make sure that they're not overlapping because there's plenty of room. And I've got them, both of them, I've got both of them greased really good. And just fill them up like this. You can make taco shells with these, low carb or regular taco shells. I'm going to be doing that too. And what I did is I took both of them out of this box that I just got today. And then it came with instructions. If you're using kale, you can make potato chips with these. But I'm going to make these kale chips. Okay, I'm just going to fill it up. Not real full because I don't really want to overlap them. Okay? See, that right there, both of those only took this much of the bag. So it goes a long, long ways. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some olive oil to flavor. So what I do is I got this for $5.99, but you can get a big one like this big at Sam's. So what I do is I just keep filling this up. But this is olive oil, so I'm just gonna like eyeball it. There's no rhyme or reason, just eyeball it. Okay. And this right here, the instructions said to preheat the oven for, if you were using kale, it says 4 cups of it, which I know I don't have 4 cups. But it says to preheat the oven at 425. So that's what I've got the oven on. Okay. I use the pink salt. So I'm just going to grab my fingers in there and just kind of put some salt on them. Just all eyeballing it, because you can, you can't use too much of it. Okay. Onion powder. I don't like onions, so therefore, and I don't like to chew them or nothing, but I do like the flavor of them. So I'm going to take a little bit of powder here. I'm just going to stick my fingers in because I've washed my hands. I always make sure I wash my hands before I start. Okay. Now you can put pepper on them. I'm not going to. I've decided that I'm going to use some oregano. Oops, that goes in there. Okay. So I'm just going to use some oregano. I've got the big thing of it. And again, just put a little bit on. You can start this way, and then if it's not enough, the next batch you make. But I'm going to be gone tomorrow, so I'm trying to think of things that I can take with me. And that way I won't be getting stuff at the side of the road. It costs a lot. Plus, it's not good for you. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a one of my sheet pans, because I think it may overflow, and I'm going to set it on there just in case the oil were just put it in there just because I want to make sure that if it does overflow, like the olive oil or something, that it does have some, it won't be all over the bottom of my oven. Okay, all right, let me put it in the oven. Okay, and it said the kale is 8 to 12 minutes. So I always, whenever it says 8 to 12 minutes, then I always go like between it. So let's do with 10 minutes. So I've got the timer set for 10 minutes. And of course, like I thought, I should have put something underneath of it while it was on the counter, because now I've got a mess on the counter. And while that's cooking, I'm going to show you some things that I picked up today. Yesterday, just one second. I must not have put as much in this one because this one didn't leak as much. But yesterday I went to a store, I can't remember which store it was, but I bought avocados. And then today I went to Aldi's and they had avocados for 39 cents. Because the next thing that I want to try is guacamole. I want to make my own guacamole, of course without the onions. I'll use the onion flavoring. But what I just wanted to have something, that to try it. So I bought the stuff for that. I'm also going to be making some pepperoni chips to keep too, because it's good to have all those things in case you want something salty, but something that's healthy for you and not just fulfilling your, craving. Okay, so while that's in the oven, people have asked me what made me start with keto. And what happened was, back in August, I realized that I was getting really big and that I needed to lose some weight. And my daughter was getting married in December. And I didn't want to wear, a size 22 big dress to her wedding. I wanted to look nice. And not that you can't look nice as a size 2. I'm just saying I wanted to look nice and not have to buy this big dress that I'm only going to wear one time. because I've only got one daughter and she's, got married, so I won't ever need it again. But anyways, I started to think, okay, what am I going to do? I did Nutrisystem. It didn't work. I did Weight Watchers. It didn't work. Why didn't it work? Because I wasn't doing it. Any diet or any lifestyle will work if you'll just do it. But that just wasn't me. I thought, what can I do that I can stick with and that I can stay with, and that I can go places. My husband's a minister. We have potlucks. We have to go out to dinner with people. I can't say, well, I can't eat nothing because I'm on a diet. You have to be, or you go to someone's house and they cooked and you can't eat nothing because, you're on this low calorie thing. Well, so my sisters came to visit and they were on it. So I thought, well, I'm going to cook for them. So I asked them, what do you eat? And they told me what they ate. So I started making them things, meatloaf, the obvious things. I made a breakfast casserole without the bread, the obvious things, made hot dogs, hamburgers. But when they left, I thought, I want to do this, but I'm going to be doing it by myself. How do I do it? And I know there's got to be more to it than this, because this isn't just going to be the way I can live forever. It's got to be something to it. And my sister is an IT person, and she said, you need to get on YouTube, and they will actually tell you what to eat in a whole day. They'll tell you where to buy the things that you need, because I couldn't throw everything away in my refrigerator and start like that, and I was the only one that was going to be on it. So I had to use what I had, and slowly by the week, I would buy an extra thing, and I would get on there and I would find the mug cakes. Those are awesome. And when I wanted chocolate, I would go, because a lot of time, I was getting some of like the Atkins bars, the peanut butter, but then again, I thought, here I am eating processed food again, because they have to put preservatives in it for it to last. So I decided I'm going to have to, do things on my own and do my own cooking, and I can't eat meatloaf and hot dogs and hamburgers and this all the time. I've got to have a variety. And I was used to spaghetti and macaroni and cheese and things like that, and I couldn't have noodles. So I was at a loss. I couldn't have a sandwich. So I was at a loss. I had to learn a whole new way. And I was checking some of the groups, and they said, don't buy don't buy the recipe books, because they're all full of stuff that you don't normally eat anyways, and I've not found them to help. So I got on YouTube, and that's where I found they had like a Walmart you can buy for $50 and under, and I'd write down the list of things that I need, and each week I would drop one thing off the list, one thing off the list. I mean, you can't change everything at once, and there are still some times that I eat processed, like I eat those Atkins peanut butter bars. Those are good for on the go, but when I can, I try to eat healthy, and if I'm going to do it, I try to make it myself, so that I can, I'm not defeating my purpose. The whole thing about this is you're not eating all those preservatives that they have to put in things to make them last on the shelf for 2 or 3 years. So this is something that I've done because I didn't want that. Let's see, we still have 5 minutes on those. But anyways, that's basically how I started and why I started. Once I got into it, of course, you have cravings, and you go, first I had the keto flu. It felt just like the flu, so what I did is I treated it like the flu. I ate, I had headaches, so I would take ibuprofen for that, and then I would, I still stayed on it, but I didn't give up my diet caffeine-free Coke right away. I did that in January. You can't do it all at once, because it does take time. So if you do that, I'm afraid that you won't last and you'll give up. So, but anyways, I started doing I got the keto strips so I could go to the bathroom on it, and I was on a scale every day. And finally I thought, you know what, that scale was depending on whether or not I felt good or not. I started thinking, let's take that out of the equation. Let's take the keto strips out of the equation. Let's take the scale out of the equation, and let's just see how I feel. Because I was on high blood pressure medicine, cholesterol medicine. So I started, about 2 or 3 weeks later, I started feeling better, and I had more energy. And I thought, you know what? I feel better. I don't care if I've lost a pound or not. I feel better. So, and then after I was on it for a month, my clothes were starting to get looser. And I started letting that dictate to me how I felt. Not being in ketosis. Yeah, that's all important and good. But I wanted to do it because I felt better. And now, yesterday, I went to the doctors with Monday, I went to the doctors with my mother, and my doctor said he was so proud of me that I had lost 70 pounds since August. And he said, you're doing the right thing. I said, yeah, I feel so much better. Not only have I lost from size 22 down to, a 10 to 12, and not only from a size 3X to a medium to large, I feel so much better. And I take my blood pressure every morning, and I have not taken blood pressure medicine in 5 months or 4 months. So, I mean, if I need it, I take it that day. And I asked him about that. He said that is fine to do. I had my cholesterol. He took my cholesterol. Well, that was so low that it was just on the border of even needing anything, that he said your insurance company won't even pay for the medication because you're not high enough. You're only over about 2 or 3 points. So my cholesterol's better. But one I would suggest anybody that starts is start slow like I did. You can't throw everything away in your kitchen, and you can't throw everything away in your refrigerator, and you can't go buy everything that you need right away, or maybe you can't. I couldn't. And I had to make sure that when I got to a potluck, I could find green beans. I could find some meat to eat. That I could find something that I could eat, because I can't just sit at a potluck and not eat. So this works for me. And that, if I was on a low-fat diet, I wouldn't be able to do that. So, I wouldn't be able to find anything to eat. I'd eat a salad and hopefully some low-fat dressing. But this way, and what I do is I take 2 or 3 dishes that I can have, and I take it with me to the potluck so that I know for sure I've got something to eat. But that's something that I just started to do. That's if you noticed, you heard that, my husband says that sounds like a bomb. I'm going to get it out of the oven. I hear it frying up. And of course, next time I think we can even add a few more, because I didn't realize that they cook up. So we learned something new. Okay, that's one thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one off of here, because I know I've been kind of lengthy. Now I better get something that's not going to burn me. Let's see here. Found me some of these. Ooh, I hear the crunch. Sometimes you just need something crunchy, don't you? That's salty and crunchy. And this is it. This is what it looks like. I noticed I'm trying to do better at my videos. I'm trying to watch them and perfect them. Okay? So this is what it looks like. Now let's see. I'm going to blow on it because it looks very hot. I wish you could smell my kitchen right now. It smells awesome. This is so good. You have got to try these. Please give me a thumbs up, and please share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and have a great day.